Abstract class. Abstract class is a class whose object cannot be created. Sometimes you require that, especially in a case of the inheritance, that the object cannot be created of a class. So at that time you require to use a abstract class. Let us take the few examples. A class is regarding the abstract class, a method which does not have body is known as the abstract method. It contains only the method signature with a semicolon and abstract keyword before it, like public abstract my method. To use an abstract method, you need to inherit it by extending its class and provide implementation to it. Abstract class, a class which has zero or more abstract method. If it contains at least one abstract method, it must be declared as abstract. We can declare abstract class without defining an abstract method also. Once you declare a class abstract, it indicates that class is incomplete and you cannot instantiate it. Hence, if you want to prevent instantiation of a class directly, you can declare it as abstract. If you want to use the concrete method in an abstract class, you need to inherit the class. Here we have a few examples of the abstract class. That's the bank account case. In the case of the bank account, we have three kinds of the account. One is a saving account, second is the current account, and third is the loan account. And we can have a inheritance like account, and then we can have a saving account, current account, and loan account. So account is a base class. We should not create an instance of a account class. If we will do it, then it means that we have a one account which is neither saving account, current account or loan account, and this is not possible logically. So that's why we should restrict the programmer that you should not able to create an object of this abstract class or the class account. Similarly, for the case of the student, if we have the various students like student, commerce, science and arts, then what we can do is that we can have a student. So that's a one more example. Then vehicle case, we have a basically three-wheeler, four-wheeler. These are various kind of the vehicles we have, and then we have a vehicle class. Then again, vehicles object should not be created. So that's the one more example we have. Abstract class. Abstract class is a class whose object cannot be created. Here we have class 1. We have declared the abstract over here. Abstract method is a method which does not have a body. This is one abstract method without the body. Here we should write the semicolon after the end of the method. We should not write the body portion in the abstract method. The abstract class can contain normal functions or non-abstract functions also. This is known as a non-abstract function. We have void main. We will create an object of class abstract, this one. Then it will give a compile time error. Let us check it. See, one is abstract, cannot be instantiated. So we will get the error. Okay, now we have a class 1. And this class 1 is a basically two abstract methods. Now this class 2 is extending the class 1. So what is the class which is extending the abstract class has to redefine all these abstract methods. Suppose here we have a two abstract methods. We have to redefine both the two abstract methods. So again, we are writing over here both the methods, fun1 and fun2. Now we are creating the object of class 2 and then obj1.fun, fun1. So it will execute basically this one. So this is basically how we can use the abstract class. Again, it will be inherited like this. Let us check how the program will be executed. Now we know that the object of the abstract class cannot be created, but we can create a reference of the object, abstract class. Here we have a class 1, which is abstract class. Okay, class 2 inherit the abstract class, class 1. We have a fun function. Then we have a main method. In the main method, we are creating the object 1 of a class 2. Then we are calling a fun function. And then we have a reference of class 1. That's the abstract class reference. This is not an object. Whenever we are writing equal to new, then it's a object. Otherwise, this is a reference. So we have created a reference 1. And this reference 1 is pointing to the object of a obj1. That's a class 2 object. This is possible. And then we are calling the fun function. So this fun function will be called and executed. Let us check it. Fine. So let us move to the next one. Final method. Final method is a method which cannot be override. Final means no change is required. So whenever you think that your method should not be overridden, at that time you have to write the method as a final. Now here I am extending this class and I am trying to rewrite that method or override that method. Then it will give the compile time error because it's a final method. See the error. Fun into cannot override fun. बरोबर override method is final. Final class. Final means against no changes is required. So I think that my class is final. I should not allow it to extend more. So at that time I should declare the class as a final. So class 1 as a final. If I will try to extend it, it will give a compile time error. Cannot inherit from final 1. Final variable. Again, the final means no change. Here we have declared the one variable as a final integer I equal to 10. It's like a constant. You cannot do any change in that variable's value. As I am doing over here I++, it will give me the compile time error. So I cannot assign a value to a final variable. That's why I++ we have an error over here. Here we have assignments. Here is a communication details.